Yeah.
All right,
I
whatever the case is, we're going to go home with the trophy today.
We're going to come back. We're going to come back from this like usual. It's always like this. We are used to this kind of pressure, this kind of situation.
Oh no.
Well done, Villarreal. I think they deserve it. And congratulations, Unai Emery, for being the king of Europa League.
Okay, today it feels like a World Cup because every 4 years, once we play in the the Euro finals. Okay, so guys, everybody, semangat, everybody on tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
On. Let's do this.
Absolutely.
Okay, the starting lineup just came out. So basically, we have De Gea, Lindelof, Bailey, Pogba, Cavani, Rashford, Greenwood, Bruno Fernandes, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, and McTominay. Surprisingly, we are not playing with the McFred combination today. Yeah? So, Josh, what do you think about our lineup today?
I think it's a very, very positive lineup. Thank you, Ole, for starting Pogba and not the McFreds. I think today with McTominay holding the defensive line, first things first, I need to say that all of these players, these 11 players, actually 10 players, which are very fresh after the weekend. Actually, all of them didn't play except for Eric Bailly. So all of this squad is very, very fresh against a Villarreal team who was struggling against the Real Madrid team. They played 4 days ago, and their only change, actually all 10 of their players played, and only Foyt is their only change. So I think we are very fresh. We shall go all out and attack. And I think the reason why he put Pogba in is also another creative outlet to help Bruno to make the attack. So I'm very positive, and it's going to be a very, very interesting attacking game, I feel, from Manchester United.
But for McTominay to hold the fort, basically the midfield alone, Smurf, what do you think about it, Smurf?
I think given the opportunity like what Ole is giving him now, he should do fine. He has the potential. He is capable of it. And no doubt that he will be a big contributor to the game today.
Doc, what formation do you think that we are playing? How do you think Ole would actually position his players?
I think first thing first, I have to say that he's probably been watching some of our Jom Simbang the way he's made some of the decisions. I think he's made some big calls, very ballsy calls. I think one in goal, he's kept all his form players. He's brought in De Gea, who's in form. He's kept his front four, which are in form, including Greenwood on one side, Rashford on the other, and then he's moved Pogba in the middle. I think I'm a little bit worried with Pogba playing in the middle, especially with the cotton ball and Rainfreeze at the back. But I don't know. We might have to wait and see what the formation is, whether it's a 4-2-3-1 or he will go with a 4-3-3. And maybe Danny will be happy with the 4-3-3, I'm sure.
So Danny,
I'm happy with 1 DM. That's about it. I'm very happy with that. But just like Josh said, they should be fresh and rested. I hope they don't start in a rested situation because Villarreal probably has the momentum of playing and going into the final. I just hope when they start, they are all out and not in the relaxed mode. It's continued from their break during the weekend.
Pijal, because lineup ni nampak macam kita going for the kill lah. We are going for the kill. We are going for the first goal lah. Sebelum ni, all this while, Ole macam respectful kepada dia punya opponent untuk study opponent dulu. Ini dia cakap belasah saja, hantam saja. So you confident tak dengan cara yang dia line up? Nampaknya cara dia line up player dia hari ni.
A bit confident in terms of the lineup. Itu macam Danny kata tadi. I think this is actually our strongest lineup yang kita boleh dapat lah. So it's important that before Villarreal can calm down the game ataupun dia boleh build the momentum inside the game, dapatkan early goal. That early goal tu is very crucial lah. Kalau kita dapat that early goal, then kita akan control game for the 90 minutes lah. So because saya dah tengok Arsenal lawan Villarreal. The thing is that Arsenal dia slow build up. Maksudnya memang dia dah try attack the Villarreal. Unfortunately goal tak dapat. Bila goal tak dapat tu yang Villarreal dia start growing into the game tu. Tu yang dia boleh dapat those 2 goals. I rasa masa dia main kat home tu dia menang 2-1 so memang that's why yang Arsenal tak boleh nak convert that, nak jadikan the attacking tu menghasilkan gol tu. That's why tu yang a bit confident lah. for this one, memang kena dapatkan the early goal. Dapat early goal, then we are in control of the game lah. Tu je lah.
Josh, maybe you can add on to that because you have been watching La Liga and Villarreal and whatnot. What is their style of play, and then should we be worried about them? With our defense, there's no Maguire and whatnot.
Okay, so the thing about Villarreal, the few glimpses of matches that I watched, they don't score much and they don't let go much. So they are very strong behind. So in the Premiership, I would say they are very, very close to Burnley. So Burnley is a type of team that, you need to score with them very early, break them down, and then you can score more goals. But if they manage to hold you up to the 75th minutes, that's when Manchester United will be very stressful. All the substitutions will change and they will start to rush play. And that's where the dangerous thing happen. And one counter-attack Villarreal can play. I think this is what Unai Emery is going to set up the whole game with. And if we manage to get the early goal, this will be our benefiting point. I know we always like to come back, but this is not the time. We need to come back. We need to get the early goal. We need to actually start early, and then as it flows, Villarreal will have to fight back. And when they fight back, they are at their weakest point because they don't have much players to score the goals actually.
Okay, let's talk about their defense. I don't really follow them, so the only name I know is Pau Torres. So the guy who is literally every day talking about Pau Torres is our man Smurf. So Pau Torres and maybe Cavani up front. Do you think that Cavani can take on Pau Torres?
Cavani is a United player, definitely, man. I'm all with United today. Pau Torres possibly our future defender. It's possible, but that's left to the board and of course to Woodward and Ole as well. But for today, he's not a Manchester United player, and of course, I think Cavani will. I'm all with Cavani then. No doubt about that.
Danny, because you have been always very I wouldn't say pessimistic, but then for this game, right? Do you expect a huge scoreline?
Depending lah. So, in my opinion, Tuanzebe, Bailey, and Lindelof are the same type of defensive character. If Maguire was there, they could have complemented each other. But now Bailey and Lindelof, they are both very got no direction. They are very
same player, different hairstyle.
Just
basically. They are same player, but different hairstyle only.
But I'm very happy that they went with just one DM. I know it's contraindicating, but McTominay or Fred seems to play better when they're alone in that role. Usually when they both DM, sometimes seem like there's always confusion on who should do the defensive and who want to go up. They're not very good in interchanging their roles. But now they only have one job lah. McTominay and the defense defend. The rest of them just find Cavani in the box. He is always looking for space, always opening. And I feel when Pogba play, his main this one is turn and always find Cavani's run. Rashford and Greenwood will try and go, but you see Pogba always will find for the appointment. So I feel maybe we may leak some goals today, but we have the mighty De Gea at the back and Cavani up front. I think we can go for it.
Doc, looking like Paul Pogba will be playing in the midfield role, right? So are you apart from he's losing balls and whatnot, do you feel that he'll be better on the left or in the middle?
I think for me, he's most dangerous is in the middle, but depends on what formation you're playing. If he's playing in a slightly redrawn role, sometimes there's a tendency for him to dwell on the ball and get stuck, and he likes to shield the ball, and sometimes he loses the ball, and that could lead to fast counter attacks and breaks. But also the good thing with him playing slightly behind is he can pick those long balls, and Rashford and Greenwood can cut in from the side, and if he can pinpoint one or two, Rashford's normally very sharp with that control and finishing. Yes. So let's hope for the best. I think I'm very confident looking at the lineup today.
Yeah, basically like Paul Pogba, you just need one nice pass, just one pass, and then usually this one Rashford will always follow up. You see, his finishing is pretty good. So okay, Hijau, if just say touch wood ini memang sentuh kayu bukan kayu hijau, sentuh kayu maximum If just say kita trail by 1 goal, what kind of changes you rasa Ole akan buat?
That's tough. It's either sekarang ni it's either kita nak sacrificekan Pogba ataupun nak sacrificekan Greenwood, because I think kalau katakan kita ketinggalan, he's gonna dia akan letak either someone flank so that dia boleh letak Rashford ataupun kita akan go for two strikers, Rashford and Cavani ataupun Rashford or Greenwood. That's my think lah. I rasa kalau ketinggalan, just go for it lah. Just masukkan all the attack it. Probably Daniel James or Ahmad lah. But then Ahmad with no experience in terms of playing big games setakat ni, so I think it's a big risk lah. Tapi we know maybe young player very enthusiastic, you never know, he can make a difference. So lah, that's my thing lah.
Kita ada 5 substitution lah, so we got a lot of room for us to play, a lot of leeway for us to play.
Yeah lah, but if you ask me, kalau kita trade pun takkan who are we going to take out? Nah, those front four. That's the question. Unless kalau in the bench kita ada Martial, then mungkin kita boleh bawa keluar Greenwood dan masukkan Martial kan.
Yes,
but then since kita tak,
yang you cakap ni Martial game changer lah, so to speak lah.
I mean,
He didn't make the trick lah, Dom.
Good try.
Okay,
kalau you tengok lineup,
this is the pre-game discussion and whatnot. We got not much time. Okay, so let's just do a round robin match prediction, score prediction. Josh.
I'm going to go with a nice, convincing 4-0 win for Manchester United.
Smurf, how about you?
Since Lindelof is playing, I believe that it's going to be 3-1. I'm going to go for 3-1.
Go on with Danny.
3-1 as well.
3-1 as well. Okay, Doc.
3-1 seems to be a popular score. I think even I have predicted 3-1. I think I should also alert Ole to keep one substitution in case we go to extra time and penalties. When we're nearing penalties, I think it's time to take out De Gea and put in Henderson.
No penalties. 90 minutes.
Yeah, finish it in 90 minutes, man. Please.
90 minutes.
Okay, Bija. Score prediction, Bija.
3-1. Same with others.
Okay, guys. So
how about you?
We will I will see you guys later in the second half. I mean the break, and then we will come on, and then we will just give our opinions and whatnot. Okay, so excited. Everyone is excited. We'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. I think we are going to kill it, guys. Right. So
Dom, one question, Dom, before we leave. What's your prediction, Dom?
Oh, me, it's going to be 2-0 because De Gea is going to save every single ball. That's why it's going to be.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever the case is, we're going to go home with the trophy today.
Might as well he asked for Henderson to take De Gea's place, right?
No, after you're up 3-0, Ole will try and play defensive, put in Tuanzebe or something like that. The defenders don't have to play with 3 center backs.
Penalties lah, Dom.
We're going to finish the game in 90 minutes.
Yeah,
that's definite.
Okay, guys, I'll
Time
see
to
you
bring it
guys
home, boys.
in the first half, after the first half. All right, guys, see you guys later.
Right, come on like that.
Victor Lindelof, you should have watched the bloody video that I made for you lah. Okay, Doc, so what's your opinion on the game so far?
I think we have a lot of possession. I think Villarreal will allow us to have a lot of possession. But I think the only thing that's missing is the final ball. We got into some good positions. The final ball was missing, and silly goal to give away again from a set piece. Luke Shaw lost his man. Lindelof not strong enough as usual. Cotton ball. Why cotton ball? Why you keep doing this? And anyway, it's a big team talk from Ole. I think you should better drag Alex Ferguson into the dressing room, give one hairdryer, and come back out and win this 3-1 in the second half.
I think overall our players, we are actually doing quite well, I think. I think especially, I think Paul Pogba is really, really very lively. This one I'll pass it to Syed. What's your opinion on Paul Pogba's performance for the first half?
Yeah, so as expected, we know like Pogba is going to be the main man today. Because Bruno is like going forward, sometimes he's going back, but Pogba is like sticking to the position, rolling out the ball. The distribution has been good from left side, from right side. But like if we started the match in a good way, we have a lot of possession. But again, like just because of a set piece, we conceded another goal. Every time like Villarreal have a corner or something, I just close my eyes. I cannot see us defending any set piece, whether it's a free kick or a corner kick. But let's see for the second half. We still have halfway through and halfway left. So still hopeful we will have a goal in this match.
So going into the second half, Josh, so what do you think? What changes probably we can do actually?
I think first of all, we need to take our chances in the front. We got our possession. We got our chances in the front. It's just the final ball. We couldn't put it. There's a few chances. Cavani should have just whacked that ball in when Greenwood gave that nice left foot. Do that Van Persie left foot in the corner. You're taking shots. McT, okay, good try. Rashford, he needs to be more calm on his last ball. He always do that dribble, and it's getting frustrating. It's going to get even worse in the 70th minute. And if the scoreline is going to stay this until 65 and 70, like I said just now, they're going to bring in Coquelin inside, and there'll be 3 DMs, triple pivots is going to come in, and it's going to be frustrating to the max. So I really hope that they have an early goal at the start, get the second goal, and then when Villarreal come for us, we get our counter attack goal, and that everyone said the 3-1. So hopefully that's what Ole is going to say to the team.
So Pijal, you rasa sekarang dalam locker room Ole tengah cakap apa?
Boy, definitely piss off lah. No, I think the player main okay. Cuma the frustrating is that most of the players tu dia buat easy passing rather than the ambitious punya passing tau. Macam Pogba, Shaw, and then McTominay passing Wan-Bissaka. It's not like the penetration passing tu tak ada. Maksudnya they don't find someone. Sebab kalau kita tengok, kita ada 3 orang tengah, Greenwood, Bruno and Cavani. Bila dia kat tengah tu, they always seems like going to the fullback, nak passing ke fullback. Dia tak ada nak try passing like to the holding player lah. Maksudnya dia tak ada nak penetrate passing. Itu yang frustrating game yang kita tengok first half ni. Hopefully in second half Ole instill lah dekat dalam mindset diorang tu. Go that killer pass ataupun ambitious passing rather than like safe passing lah. Tu yang stress lah tengok. Uish.
I see actually for this particular game, I think McTominay is doing actually quite well. I can see he's actually moving forward and whatnot. So maybe Smurf, for the second half, what will you do any early substitutions, or how would you proceed with this game if you were Ole?
For me, I'll give Rashford until the probably 55th minute, 60th minute. Okay, if he still haven't started off his engine, therefore I need somebody to lock up. I mean to unlock the upfront. So therefore, I think Mata will be a very good player to bring in, and he is very capable of unlocking defenses. So with Mata taking over Rashford, if Rashford does not perform up to expectation, I think he will unlock Cavani or probably Bruno or Greenwood. They look hungry, but the final ball is just bad for me. And they are playing too much on the flanks. AWB is not crossing the ball in. So I think the unlocking of the Villarreal defense is very crucial at this moment. I think that will be a game changer for us.
So let's go to Mr. Positivity. Doc De Gea, please give us some positivity.
Coming back. They're coming back in the second half. Don't worry.
So believe
Yeah,
still
I
hashtag
think-
believe hashtag believe We are still believing.
Hashtag
Guys, are you all
always
still
believe.
believing?
3-1,
You're gonna come back and
that was the
win this.
scoreline.
Now, what they really need to do is start making that triangle pass, that 1-2s, and go penetrate that one. It's no
Yeah,
point
betul.
going to the flank, no point. It's going to
Yes.
cross in and going to be frustrating. So they need
Yeah.
to do more of that. Like, Mata, Van de Beek, this is time for him to come in. Rashford still knock the submarines, like what someone will say. Bring in these two. He needs to go out.
Kalau you tengok, memang kita ada Raul Albiol, memang is a very veteran defender. Yeah, Paul Torres very alert on the surroundings. Right? So kalau main flank, it's easy for them to like control their position dalam penalty box. So that's why I just play the killer pass or penetrate pass 1-2 macam Josh kata, triangle passing. We don't do that in the first half. Tu yang frustrating tengok tu.
Yeah, I think even the crossing has to be early. You cannot take too long to cross in. Just cross it into the box. Early crosses, and you know what? Our midfielders should start taking shots from outside. Nobody's bothered to take a shot from outside. They're sitting very deep. Push it, take a shot, and then let the Cavani and someone follow up.
And tapau that Foyt fella, that fella only bandage. He cannot see one side. Just go for him, Muni. That fella so go for it. That's the weak link there.
You know, guys, at times like this, I wish there's the AM number 9. I think you would have made a difference. I think.
Really,
At least on the bench, you got some option, and then
From the bench also okay. At least you can give some moral support, right? So anyway, let's hope for the best. I think we're going to come back. We're going to come back from this like usual. It's always like this. We are used to this kind of pressure, this kind of situation. So let's all keep #believing, right, Doc? Believe.
yes. #believe. We're coming back to win this
Believe.
3-1.
3-1, yes. We gave them the 1. It's time to claim our 3 now. This is the half.
But please
guys,
don't
so-
concede another goal. Otherwise it will be so hard for us to
Yes,
come back.
exactly.
Like the most
Do
important
not
is the
concede
defense should
anymore.
be our defense should be very strong. If another goal,
Ole is
then
playing
no
his tape
chance.
now. He already pressed play already now.
All Dom's fault. Dom did not train Lindelof hard enough. You
He
did
did
push
not
him hard
follow
enough,
my
Dom.
instructions. That's the thing.
Cotton
anyway,
ball,
So
cotton
soft.
ball.
Anyway, guys, we'll catch you guys later after the game. So I'm hoping for a positive reaction later so that we can all celebrate. I got all my drinks and everything already. Okay. So I'll see you guys later. 45 minutes time.
Believe in United.
Come on, United. Come on, come on, come on. We can do this.
Come on.
Guys, I don't know what to say lah. Seriously, I don't know what to say lah. I prepared something right to mock Unai Emery, but then now I'm not going to do it lah. So Josh, share your feelings. You can start crying also. It's all right. It's all good.
I think I want to be that positivity guy to end this, but first of all, it's not our tournament. It's a title that we shouldn't be winning in the first place. I full respect on Villarreal. They actually went through since day one on this. They really deserve it. We should have killed it within 90 minutes. As I mentioned also just now, if we didn't kill after 70 minutes, Villarreal will be the team that to frustrate us. They're going to keep down. They're going to defend it well. And Raul Albiol, oh my God, he really conducted that defense really, really well. So well done, Villarreal. It's a very, very disappointing performance. There were some good players like McTominay. I think he played his heart out. Bruno never had his best game, but he did his captain role by continue to advise people, stay in the game and all those things. But I know, well done, Villarreal. I think they deserve it. And congratulations, Unai Emery, for being the king of Europa League.
Hey, you're too positive. I cannot take it. Danny, late substitutions. What do you think about that?
I think his choices was a bit crazy with his timing. Again, I think it should have been a 90 minutes game. I really don't think Villarreal deserved to win this game, but it's our fault. We didn't turn up. For this game. Penalties, I have to say I can't blame. They gave 50-50 lah. His luck. And Villarreal, I don't know how they kept getting better and better at the penalties as it went on. Bloody keeper, so corner. Hard luck lah. But Ole needs to back up, I think, in his management next season.
I think the two, I would say the shining light, the two gems. I think it was seriously hands up. This Scott McTominay, he was fantastic lah. I think he was fantastic lah.
True.
I think the role that he played, and then he was doing a lot of passes forward, which he don't normally do. And then another case is Cavani. Really respect for number 9 to track back that way to help the defense. I think that was really, really respect. That was a job well done. So
The oldest guy ran more than all the youths of United.
Exactly. Smurf, you want to add on to McTominay?
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, this guy, give him a chance, he will actually prove himself. He's young, he's energetic, he has a good football brain. He can go forward, he can come back defending. So yeah, this guy played his heart out, and salute to him. Even though we lost, congrats to Villarreal. But McTominay is still by man of the match from both sides of the team.
Okay, Jai, apa pendapat you tentang Marcus Rashford? Okay, semua orang sekarang positif sangat lah. I tak tahan lah. You tolong sikit, goreng sikit.
Actually, okay lah untuk game Rashford hari ni, dia bukan di performance yang terbaik untuk game dia lah. Sebab macam I dah cakap sebelum ni, sebelum game ni, Rashford masih di dalam keadaan yang masih lagi dia sepatutnya dia boleh lagi bagus daripada hari ni dan sebelum ni. Tetapi kita tak nampak dia. Kita nampak dia berkurangan. Daripada segi fokus, daripada segi skill dia. So dekat sini I tak tahu kenapa injured ke ataupun dia penat ke, tapi a few games sebelum ni dia sama je macam game hari ni. Dia tidak ada keluar benda yang sepatutnya dia kena keluar. Sebab sekarang yang nampak menyelah ialah Cavani, McTominay untuk game ni lah. Dan satu lagi yang nak tambah, even kita ada, maksud dia even kita tak masukkan Fred, still game kita okay. So maybe kita kena bagi lebih kepada McTominay punya role lah. Tapi untuk Rashford, game dia sama. Tidak ada bagusnya. Kita tak boleh bagi dia kredit untuk dia game hari ni sebab game dia sama macam game yang sebelum-sebelum ni. Itu Rashford lah.
Setuju. Like certain players, they really show their their progression, their improvement. McTominay really surprised me. So
yes.
Doc, anything you want to add on to what the rest of the guys said?
Yeah, I think agreed with what they said. McTominay was the man of the match for me. But what was a bit heartbreaking for me is number one, I think threw it away towards the end of the game. Actually, Villarreal looked better, the teams, towards the end of the game and in extra time. It was a really scary time. I thought they were going to score. And to be honest, I really, I'm a big fan of De Gea, but when it comes to penalties, I think he should have actually made a substitution and brought in Hendo.
So what should we do? How do we move on from here? Doc, maybe just add on some stuff. How do we move on from here? How do we improve our team from here?
I think it's heartbreaking the way we lost, but we bounced back. We bounced back before. But like I said, even before this game, I think it's a crucial transfer window for us. We need to bring in 3 really world-class players who will challenge the rest. I think I'm not going to bother with players who are going to be fringe players. It needs to be first teamers who are going to fight for the first team. And at least then you will also have a stronger bench. I think to a certain extent, when Ole looks at his bench, he also doesn't know who is capable of changing the game. Mata, yes, but he's old. Ahmad is too young, not so experienced yet. Probably Van de Beek and Mata would be my choices. But, he got the spot kickers spot on though. He brought in all the right guys and they all took wonderful spot kicks. In the end of the day, it was just bad luck lah. But I would have actually brought in Henderson. Henderson, I remember even in the Premier League, he saved a couple of penalties. And De Gea has not saved one for, I don't know, many years already. It would have been a good choice. I think so. It also gives the penalty takers food for thought. You suddenly bring in a different keeper. And, why are they doing this? Maybe this guy is a penalty specialist. Who knows? Something you could have tried lah, I think.
So the thing that I'm actually more worried about after this is the lalang. They will start swinging to Ole Out, you see. I think you're going to see a lot of all these kind of posts tomorrow and all this kind of stuff. So, Josh, at this very moment, we lost and whatnot. Do you think that, are you still Ole In or are you Ole Out?
I will still stick with Ole In. I still believe in him. Like I said, he overachieved this season. We went through Champions League. We went through a final. He did overachieve. The game today was very unfortunate. Going to penalties is always a 50-50. But what Ole should learn from here is basically, like what Unai Emery did was his 5 substitution. It didn't impact the system. That's what's important. But when Ole, that's why he's scared to make his substitution. He's scared that he make drastic substitution.
Yes,
the whole system will lari. So this is something that we need to learn moving forward. Ole need the squad depth, 3 world-class signing. Make sure, and this time I really hope De Gea do stay because we need 2 good goalkeepers in next season. The last show I did say, Henderson in, sell De Gea. But I think moving next season, we need 2 quality goalkeepers because we need to compete at least 60 to 70 games next season. So we need this. We need the squad depth. So this is just a learning process. Yes, really heartbreaking. We should have won the European trophy, but take it as a learning point. This season is purely learning, and the judgment come next season. So this is just my take on this.
Okay, Danny, how about you? Are you Ole In or Ole Out?
I'm not going to say I'm Ole Out, but I don't think Ole is the guy to give us the leaker. I think he's making too many choices and he's learning on the job. I think it's taking a bit too long. But I disagree with Joshua. He says the substitutions didn't change the system. Yeah, it's because they set up the team that way. So you're telling me the whole one season Ole don't know how to set up his team. How long already we knew what's the final? 3rd season we are self-destructing towards the end of the season. everybody is burnt out and they're not showing up. Sorry.
Yeah, I just want to say, because he only plays 4-2-3-1. That's only my only concern. He cannot play a 4-3-3, a 3-5-2, or a 4-3-3. That's what City can do, and we are lacking. So that's probably Ole need to know that.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say Ole out, because at this point, I don't think there's anybody available that can
There's
drastically change our.
A lot of availabilities now in the last 24 hours. I think Zidane has also left now.
Zidane
Conte is also left now.
I'm
Suddenly
not a
got
big
lot
fan of Zidane lah.
which I want to bring to the next point. Yeah, Zidane already left, and then I think Antonio Conte also left, and then the Lille manager also left, right? I mean, for Antonio Conte and the Lille manager leaving after winning their respective league and stuff. So that says something of I think the club. So
guys. Tapi guys, untuk pendapat let bagi Ole buat sesuatu, sebab this season sangat bagus untuk dia. Sebab kalau kita nak tengok line up yang kita ada, kita tak expect pun kita boleh pergi final, at least walaupun Europa Cup. Sekurang-kurangnya kita tak boleh change setiap kali kita akan tak berjaya dapat cup, kita tukar. Kita kena belajar daripada kesilapan kita yang sebelum-sebelum ni. That mean kita kena improvement daripada segi player, daripada segi substitute punya player, kita kena improve, bukan kita kena tukar and then tukar. That is not the learning person lah. Sebab benda ni macam Josh cakap tadi, kita tak ada substitute yang bagus untuk dia tukar. Sebab tu ujung-ujung baru dia tukar. Sebab dia boleh tengok dekat bench, memang bench kita, but it's not, nak tukar formation pun it's not ni lah, bukan.
I need to stop you all there. You're telling me for 15 minutes, for 15 minutes, when the big Mata cannot play, is the system going to change that much? Is 15 minutes towards the end?
This is final. This is final. All the player is all out. Even Villarreal ataupun Man United. Tapi kita kena tengok Villarreal punya, kita boleh tukar formation, but how kita tukar formation, kita kena tengok Villarreal punya formation. Dia orang punya attacking, dia orang punya defensive macam mana. You boleh tengok dia punya. But
it is proven at 75th minute dia punya formation memang tak boleh pakai. Sudah 75 minit tak boleh tembus. So you
faham,
sampai 90 minit.
Kita ketinggalan. Kita sekarang ketinggalan. Then kita dapat satu sama. So kita nak tukar daripada formation kita yang ada dengan substitute yang ada, saya rasa macam bunuh diri. Lebih baik kita kekalkan. Why dia tak tukar Rashford? Kenapa dia tak tukar Rashford? Sedangkan Rashford
itulah masalah dia.
Kerana tak, dia mengharapkan. Saya rasa Ole mengharapkan Rashford macam selalu last minute, 1 minute dia akan buat sesuatu. Itu yang dia harapkan sekarang.
Tapi nak tukar dekat substitute, tengok siapa yang ada. Danny James. And Van de Beek nak tukar kanan. It's not logic. Tak logik kot.
Kenapa tak logik? Dia pernah main dengan Pogba sebelah kiri bila 3 orang ke depan. Kalau dia keluarkan Rashford, masukkan Mata atau Van de Beek.
I think dia sepatutnya maybe play Pogba in the left and try and see. Since dia dah buat McFred kan, dia pada pendapat saya dia keluarkan Rashford, biar Greenwood ke sebelah kanan. I think lah, because I think
Pogba pun tak form.
Tapi Pogba dengan Rashford, kalau you bandingkan Pogba dengan Rashford, I rasa Rashford lagi teruk lah. I mean
I think just to add this, because for me what I see for a lot of finals lah, Champions League, yes, Pogba can play on the left, yes, Van de Beek can play in the middle, but for critical times like this, everyone needs to play their part at you need to be like futsal, you must swap around, you can play every position. The one that's going to win is the heart, and today the heart fell in Villarreal. We panic, we really panic. You see Villarreal, all their team, very experienced players. They know when to settle down. They know when to attack. And at the end of the game, right, Villarreal was attacking and they were the better team. The experience cut off. Yes, we can do 4-2-3-1. Yes, the players can come in. But we didn't have that experience, big game changer from the bench. Where else? All the game changers from Villarreal that come in, all is Moreno, Alcacer, all experienced players. They are all Coquelin, all premiership players. They're coming in. They know what to do already. They know how to frustrate Man U. They know how to do it. But we cannot. We don't have that kind of player. The only player can do it is Mata and Van de Beek. Van de Beek didn't have the chance. Only Mata came in, and that was just for spot kick. That's it. You can play 5 up front, 2 at the back. Also, not a problem. We needed that experience, and we didn't have that.
Okay, going back to just now, my earlier question. Okay, Smurf, what do you think about Ole's performance? And then, are you still Ole In or are you Ole Out? And then I remember that you brought up the point that for us to get into the Europa also, it was because that we got kicked out of the Champions League. So we shouldn't be here in the first place. Also. So maybe you want to add on to that.
Okay. First and foremost, we shouldn't even be in the Europa. Okay, we shouldn't have got kicked out of the Champions League. In a matter of fact, and then so for me, yes. Even though we lost, which we all wanted to win, we still at the end of the day we still wanted to win the cup. Okay, no doubt about that. But we lost it. Unfortunate. Villarreal was a better team. They played with more heart towards the end of the game. Although we had good possession in the first half, it didn't pay off. Ole failed to tweak his tactics to suit the game or to kill the game off when the opportunity was there to do so. Substitutions was a little late, but nevertheless, with all this, I think I'm still Ole In. I'm not going to be Ole Out because of one finals that he basically made certain mistakes, because I see progression in the team since the past 3 years since he taken over, and I have faith in him that he would actually bring us glory in the coming seasons to come. So yeah, I'm not going to be a lalang or whatsoever because we lost one finals. Ole Out, we got second place in the Premier League. Ole Out, no, this is bullshit. I think this guy has proven himself. He brought progression to United. So therefore, I'm going to stick with him definitely.
Okay, so Doc, you want to add on anything
no
to that?
Conte lah.
Doc, you want to add on anything to that?
Yeah, so I think I'm also still Ole In. I've always been Ole In. I think what is important is I still remember the feeling I had this morning to be involved at the business end of the season in a final. That excitement, that trepidation, that stress, and the wonderful feeling is brought about by Ole and the team. So I'm not forgetting that. Yes, we lost the final. We lost it we could have probably won it in normal time. We lost it in a worse, heartbreaking fashion of a penalty shootout. But these things happen. And let's hope we bounce back next season. But a big transfer window coming up. I think if we really want to challenge this, it's going to be the biggest transfer window, and we need to go out and sign the players that we want.
Exactly. So the battle is over, but the war continues, and then it carries on to the transfer window. So guys, very, very, unfortunate, a very sad ending to our Europa finals.
Journey.
Yeah, our journey and our finals, our expectations,
Fun while it lasted.
Yeah, but anyway, United, I'm always Ole In, no doubt about that. So let's just stick together. Let's go through this transfer window and let's hope for the best. So the board, do your job now. Fix the team. We are very close. We are almost there. Fix the team. Okay, JomUnited. Subscribe, like, and share this video. Maybe don't share lah.
Share. There's nothing wrong with sharing. Share it.
I'm
It's all right.
sad
We lost in the finals. It's all right. We'll bounce back. Okay, we'll bounce back. So yeah, be confident. We are united. We stand united, and yes, we will be. Glory days will come by soon. Yes,
You'll be back.
I'm also extra sad that the villain of the day had to be this guy.
It's not really the villain. I was expecting
But
Lindelof.
It's a completed pass lah, Digi. Completed pass.
I was
the McFred lah.
Lindelof to miss the Fred and Lindelof. Oh, that time I tell you, my heart sunk, man. When I saw them going up to take the penalty, I was like, oh,
And Daniel James.
Oh, lucky, man.
But he was good. Daniel James' penalty was good.
The one that we didn't expect to do well, they were good. Lindelof's penalty was actually not bad also. You see,
Even
Yes.
Fred lah. Fred picked one side and whacked it like German penalty like that.
Boleh tambah.
Tambah.
Sepatutnya David De Gea sebab bukan apa. Maybe Ole nak stick dengan David De Gea sebab David De Gea is the keeper nombor 1 MU. Tapi macam kita tengok diorang dah buat homework. Villarreal dah buat homework. You tengok semua bola semua bola semua in the atas semua. Dia tak ada hantar bola bawah.
Top corner.
Top corner saja. So I think diorang lebih buat persiapan lah. Diorang lebih orang kata dia dah tahu David De Gea memang pernah main dengan diorang sebelum ni kan. So diorang buat homework lah. Diorang punya dia buat homework lah. Lebih lah. Maybe macam tu lah. Sebab David De Gea pun David De Gea pun I think dia tak expect buat training untuk penalti tau. Sebab kita tengok pun kita dah nampak lah dia punya pace macam mana kan.
Goyang sikit.
That's why. Sebab tak ada training maybe.
But anyway, I won't blame.
We have to take into consideration also that Emery knows United's gameplay. He was in Arsenal previously, so I'm sure he has studied United in and out for his Arsenal days and now Villarreal. So yeah, but for De Gea to not stop the first two, I think that is a bit disappointing lah. I think that would have been a game changer lah. The first two was probably one of the easiest catch he could make lah.
Yeah. So,
betul.
But if you want to talk about this, the one that I mean, if you should blame someone, I think it will be that one. I think he's been stronger. Shouldn't have conceded that particular goal. But anyway, we're at the end of the show. So see you guys in the next video, which is we got some nice stuff cooking up lah. So we'll see you guys. JomUnited, Manchester United.
Stay United.
Cheers, guys.
Stay United, guys. Stay United.